I'm going on a trip across the whole Europe alone. Well, kinda alone. Tomorrow, and I have to pack, I have to do anything. I haven't even told anybody except my friends, so it's going to be crazy. And I will talk, oh my gosh, so much information. I'm so overwhelmed and so excited and so nervous. So where am I going and what is happening? So basically I'm going on a trip with FISOM, aka Freedom as a State of Mind organization, where young teenagers and young adults go from age 13 to 30, and I'm going as a photographer, so basically it's kind of a work trip. And this time it's a kind of small group, 50 people in a bus for 9 days. Sleeping is in a bus. Peeing, well, I don't know where we will put your pee. Sleeping is in bus. So food you have to basically buy your own. Only breakfast is kind of included, and so yeah, no showering, no toilet, no nothing. I'm kind of really lucky because I am going as a photographer, and it is as a work, but 9 days and around, I don't know how many countries, but cities, so many cities. So I will say where we are going. But basically I'm a photographer. I have to like capture every moment of every emotions, realistic, raw, real, and also like what is happening behind the scenes and traveling and all that. But basically this trip is 8 days, 5,700 kilometer range, and the biggest cities are Berlin, Prague, Bristol, Paris, Milan, Budapest, and also Venezuela. You have probably heard about these cities a lot, but I'm going there. I'm so freaking excited and so nervous because tomorrow the whole day is going to be just driving, because from Latvia to Germany, yeah, it's kind of far, and the last day is also going to be just driving. So I'm not looking forward for that at all, but I'm looking forward the most to Paris and Venezuela, obviously, but like, I'm so excited. So this is what I have packed kind of right now. A lot of food, that's what I didn't tell you. I will take a lot of food because obviously that is cheaper. I'm not going to go to any like restaurants, probably, maybe for some, but whatever. What I have here is 8 my protein, my vegan baked cookies, the yummiest cookies on the planet. I ate, and one like a bar kind of thing. Then here, kind of inside my hygiene things, a book. I don't know if I'm going to read it, but this one, When Breath Becomes Air, I have heard it. That's really great. There is like socks and underwear, a t-shirt, so 4 cans of, so 3 beans and 1 chickpeas, protein powder, 2 water bottles, more socks, and here are like 1 for my oats to mix, and here are like cherry tomatoes, but I also will take a lot of more things. I just haven't packed everything yet. It's currently 3:31 p.m. on Wednesday, so I'm going tomorrow at 12. We're going away, and I'm going to say it for the millionth time, I'm so nervous. Because for me, sleeping is an extremely horrible thing, because I'm extremely anxious, sensitive person. Everything and anything impacts me, and I can't sit really. I literally can't sit for more than an hour, so that will be not looking forward for that. But we will going to walk in these cities a lot, like probably like 20 kilometers. 20. Yeah. So it's the next day. I just came home from the gym and I'm going to pack everything in. I have here a list. I have to like, I have checked out some of the things already, but I have to pack everything into these bags. And you may be like, oh my gosh, how are you going to fit everything into like backpack and this gym bag? But yeah, this is basically most of the things I'm bringing. Yeah, the quality here and more food obviously, but yeah. So I'm all packed up bag. I don't know how I'm going to carry this because it's so, oh my freaking god, and that is also heavy because water bottles, and my backpack where will be more water, but like this is probably like, I don't know how many kilograms, like probably like 7 or more. No, more. Oh my god. And the rest of the video is going to be me talking and sharing my experience and not so much of like vlogging in the person when I was there, but whatever. So when I did head out, the bag almost basically broke my shoulder. It was so heavy. I needed to take a break because it was so heavy. But afterwards, I took pictures of people getting into the bus. I didn't film that, but we were driving the whole day. After the whole day, basically the whole, what it was, Thursday, and then the next day was the first day in Germany, in Berlin. And not gonna lie, this day was really rough. It was so freaking cold. You can't even imagine how cold it was. We weren't in the best mood because it was so cold, and it was kind of also the first day, and as it was Easter, everything was closed because in Germany everything is closed on Easter. So all of the shops, grocery stores, whatever, everything was closed, literally. All the Lidl stores were closed, all the shopping malls were closed. It was raining, but we walked a lot. So we basically walked the whole city, the whole everything as much as we can because we had time till basically 10 p.m. From 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. we had the time. It was, oh my gosh, that was a lot. That was really, really, really long day. Oh my god, literally. The breakfast was pretty okay. The breakfast every single day is the same. We had like oats, what else? There was like cheese and Nutella and peanut butter and like milk with like muesli and things like that. What else? There was something else, like tomatoes and yeah, but we also went to this kind of street, not art gallery, but something like on the walls there were so many like cool drawings, you know, with the graffiti. And I also edited my photos because as I'm a photographer there, I have to edit and do all those things. So the second day was in Prague. It was one of my favorite days, and at that day we walked 28 kilometers. I have no idea how much it is in miles, but well, that was a lot. There we saw a lot of like old buildings. We went to this cool bookstore and we had picnic in the park. That was the first day. There was kind of a little bit more warmer and not so cold. Then we went to this kind of top of the hill, some sort of where we could see all the city, and there were blossoms and like everything was like so beautiful and so amazing. And we went to also Lidl to like buy something for the next days to like eat. For me, as you can saw, I packed a lot of food, but most people never did. We didn't really go anywhere like eat out because we're on budget. We try to like see places that are for free and buy as cheap food as we can. That's like not McDonald's, but our favorite places to go in all of the cities were Starbucks, McDonald's, because toilet. That's our favorite point where we go the most because we need it, obviously. And so basically every day I filmed kind of TikTok reels, some sort of things. So if you want to see that kind of day in my life short, go on my TikTok. I post there every single day things, and it's amazing. And then the next day was in where was it? It was in Bristol, European kind of main city, main country also. But we were so tired this day because after when you walk 28 kilometers, the next day is so exhausting. Basically, we spent 3 hours laying in the park. We kind of like took naps and just like chilled because we were so tired. Even though we were so tired, we still walked 17 kilometers that day, and we had time till like 11 p.m. So yeah, I was really tired, really exhausted every single day, but we saw so much in the span of so little time. In only like 8 days, we saw so much in every country, every city. We went to the main like kind of capitals in every country, but there were like expensive waffles that a lot of people bought in Bristol, and kind of because there's like chocolate and things like that. And on that day we tried to find free shower in some sort of hotels or hostels. Everyone said no because we were searching too late, because mostly you can maybe get it to like 12 because most people check out at that time. But it was, yeah, we walked a lot, and yeah, it was pretty okay. It wasn't my favorite city, definitely not my favorite city, because it's nothing that big of a deal, kinda. Also, what I forgot to say, in Bristol, my phone almost got stolen because, well, in the park somebody almost stole my phone. My zipper wasn't fully closed and my backpack was on my one shoulder, and one guy just almost took it, literally almost. And then I would have I was like, if they would be literally 3 seconds later, I would have lost my phone. And then he like pretended nothing happened, like he pretended that he wasn't trying to steal my phone. But yeah, that's how it ended. Luckily, I still have my phone, thank God. Then it was already Monday, and most of the people were waiting for this day the most because it's Paris. And to be honest, I was pretty disappointed because everyone is like hyping up Paris so much, but there's so many people, it's so crowded, and it's nothing that big of the deal. Like, it's just people, okay? In night, the tower looks beautiful. We went up on the tower. We went there for like 5 minutes only because we didn't have really much time. Yeah, then it was beautiful when it's like sprinkling, but whatever. I don't know, it's so overhyped, and I was really like feeling, you know, when you see those movies or something, where you get that feeling, that Paris amazingness, but for me it was like, okay, yeah, I'm in Paris, but it doesn't feel like I'm in Paris in the way that it's so overhyped. But again, we walked a lot, we saw so much. We didn't go to Louvre, how it's called in English, I don't know, because the line is extremely long. And in the day, to get in the tower, the Paris Tower, Eiffel Tower, you needed to wait at least 2 hours. We went at 10 p.m. and we waited only for like 10 minutes, 15. So yeah, it was dark, but it was pretty beautiful up there. It was amazing kind of to see the city. It was cold in the evening though, but yeah, it was okay. It was interesting. It was cool to visit Paris, but would I go there again? I'm not really sure because it's so overhyped. And my blisters also were hurting that day so much, but hey, whatever. I saw Paris, I guess. It's like check, I was there. And then the next day we went to Milan. I think I didn't get really any horizontal video clips because, again, that city wasn't anything special, like nothing a big deal. I did film a TikTok kind of thing with the highlights, only the highlights, but yeah, I don't know, there were just so many people and nothing that special. Yeah, I was talking to many people, I kind of got to know a lot of people, and it was so weird to like show the COVID certificate there because you needed it there, and also the masks. So short story, I basically didn't have my mask, and I went to like in the one McDonald's, and before then I went in this grocery store and I got almost kicked out. One of from the team, that he didn't have a mask, they didn't sell anything to him. But then I went into McDonald's, I didn't have a mask, and one of the like workers said, "You don't have a mask?" And I said no, and she literally gave me it. I was like, oh, thank God I don't need to buy one, because you can buy those masks mostly like 10 masks. Where the hell I will put 10 masks? I don't need 10 masks, I already have at home so many masks. But yeah, and I did like get to know a lot of people. For all this trip I got to know most of the people. They're so, everyone's so amazing because everyone's like teenagers, and like it's so cool to like get to know people. But yeah, the Milan wasn't anything that big of a deal. Again, it's kind of like when you hear word Milano, you're like, oh my God. But then I went there and I was like, it's another Riga, another city. And then it was Wednesday, my favorite day. Why? Because first of all, it started amazing. In that day, in that morning, for the first time in my life, I saw mountains, and because we were driving through Switzerland, my dream country to go to hike. But we went to Venice. Yeah, it was beautiful. Every street basically was so pretty, so beautiful. Not the canals, what else, how they're called, they're beautiful. Would I go there in summer and 40 Celsius plus? No, I would die from like hotness from being so hot. But we went there with the small ship kind of thing. But yeah, it was beautiful. But what happened? We got lost because those streets, even though from one side we got lost, because even though we already went through those streets, but the Google Maps says so many weird things, and you basically need to like swim through that water and something like that. So we got lost. I got stressed out, but afterwards, when we were driving back with the ship to our bus, the sunset was so beautiful. This day was so cool in the way that it was actually like pretty, really pretty, because the water and everything and all that was amazing. And then as fast as it started, it was already last full day hiking, no, but like walking through a big city. We went to Budapest, and it's in Hungary, and I haven't been to any of these cities before, any of these countries before, but we basically walked again a lot. We walked like 20, I don't know how many kilometers, 27 or something like that, but there were a really pretty castle. I didn't film anything again, or oh no, I did. But yeah, there was the castle, beautiful. We saw a lot of. I learned a new thing. I didn't know that you can in Burger King, when you order something, a drink, then afterwards you can fill it how much you want. So I basically drank 800 milliliters with free, like those fuzz tea. I didn't buy it at first. We went to the Burger King just because, first of all, toilet, and one of my kind of people that I did hang out at that day ordered something, and I was like, oh my gosh, free drinks, yes please. Did I kind of regretted it a little bit? Like, yes, because we are sleeping in the bus and you can't really pee when you want, right? But also that day was cool because I hang out with different people, and the Budapest, the city, wasn't anything that big of a deal. Again, it wasn't nothing like oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But what I have learned from this trip is that, I guess for me, I'm more interested in nature, to see like mountains and like, I don't know, lakes and whatever, like things like that, because my dream is to go to Utah and the US and all, to see the canyons and whatever. But then the last day was the most boring day, because the whole day we were driving back through Poland. It takes a long time to drive through Poland and through Lithuania and then to Latvia, and my mouth is so dry from talking for like 10 minutes straight. But yeah, we went, it was like sitting, but kind of was like relaxing, because in the way that, because in the previous days we walked so much, but yeah, it was like whole day driving. But when we drove into Latvia, the sunset was so beautiful. And what I can say, I was home in my bed, sleeping on my pillow at 3:30 a.m. and I slept incredible till 8:40 a.m. on Saturday. And then I went to the gym, and my gym session was horrible. I basically lost all my strength. I'm talking like really chilly normally about it, but I was really upset, not gonna lie. But yeah, that was my whole tripping thing. It was a lot. I didn't film talking because I was working. My main thing was photography, taking photos, because that was my work thing, kind of there. But I also saw so much, and I'm so grateful for this whole experience. I learned a lot from it, and I saw a lot, and now I know what I want to go in the future and where I maybe don't want to go in the future. So to sum things up, the hardest part was definitely sleeping, as I said previously. I got kind of lucky and I was able to sleep on that place, you know, in the bus where people usually walk to their, I don't know, seating area. So basically I was in that middle sleeping. It was really like harsh and not really comfy, but I couldn't sleep on the chair. One day I wasn't able to sleep there on the floor, and I slept for almost like, I don't know, 2 hours. And also the driver on that day, they didn't need to drive really, and he was snoring so loudly and I was so annoyed. But whatever, this experience taught me so much, and oh my gosh, I still can't believe that a week ago I was in Venice. It feels like yesterday. How the hell that... The time is just such a weird thing. It goes so fast and you can waste it or live it or experience it or not do anything. And you learn from your mistakes. What doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. And the last thing I want to say is please subscribe to this channel and like this video and comment down below, because I've been trying to grow this YouTube channel for a year, posting every single week by week, never missing a week, and it hasn't gone anywhere. And my biggest dream is to be a full-time content creator, and not gonna lie, it's really hard. And I really try my best, I really try every single day, but I don't know, please help me, please. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this kind of overview of my journey of these crazy 9 days in my life. And let me down below, where is your favorite place where you have been, or the place you thought you would like but you didn't when you went. Comment down below, and see you in the next video.